Oh, good day YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino beer review. Today you have the Rhino and we're going to look at a beer. What are we going to look at, you might ask? Well, you know what? We stopped here just a few days ago and I picked up the two beers I haven't had from them, so let's look at one of those two beers. This is Galaxy Hopper Session IPA from Bell City. 4.5% alcohol by volume. I said I was going to turn that light on when I did the next video, and I forgot to. For the next one, it'll be turned on. So, Bell City Brewing Company in, what is it, Brantford or yeah, Brantford, right? Yeah, Brantford. Always refrigerate. It hasn't been refrigerated in about 4 days. Let's open her up and give her a shot. Just a blank cap. One of the few beers they don't don't can. Pouring it into the Forefathers glass, because that is the glass I am using today. This is the glass I have chosen for this week. I was actually handed a 6-pack of glasses from my buddy Jeff when he came down from my festival. He was like, "Here, you want these? They've been in my trunk since Christmas." I'm like, "Huh? I guess I'll take them." He also brought me an antique fire extinguisher, which we'll use for something at some point. Maybe sterilize it out and fill it with beer. Anyway, so nice golden color, bright white head. Tiniest amount of snap, crackle, pop, almost like when the cereal, the Rice Krispie cereal, is all so soggy that there's just a few just pops, pops. Smell. A little bit of like peel, like orange peel, just a little bit, and a little bit of orange itself. I do believe, if I remember correctly, because Guy took like a 15-minute shit while we were there, and Nick kept saying, should I do a sampler? Should I do a sampler? Should I do a sampler? And we're like, man, go do a flight. So he was doing a flight, and I do believe he said this was one of his least favorite on the flight. I don't remember 100%, but I seem to remember that. Let's try it ourselves. Cheers. A little bit of haze. Yeah. It's colored water at 4.5% alcohol with a little biscuitiness and just a tiny touch of fruitiness. Like, I wouldn't even be able to tell you what type of hops those are. There's a little bit of bitterness on the back end, but the biscuitiness coming up the back end is stronger than the hop flavor. But it is a 4.5% alcohol beer that I could just sit here and drink all day with anybody, because it's pretty much tasteless. Not really any like malty sweetness up at the forefront either. It's pretty much water until that biscuitiness starts moving on up, almost rye like dryness, and just this biscuity flavor that comes up. There's a tinge of citrus, and then it turns bitter. And that's it. Biscuitiness, tinge of citrus, bitter. Can I complain about the beer? No, there's absolutely nothing there's nothing offensive about the beer. Is it badly made? No, it's not badly made. Is it? So it's not offensive. It's not badly made. There's just it's just a beer, and I mean, it's a session IPA, and I think that's where its problem would come in. Does it have a bottling date on it? Like, we bought it less than a week ago, so, yeah, no bottling date, of course. Here is the packaged on spice. Nothing there. So I don't know how old this is, because I could guess then if I thought that I was tasting nothing for a reason, because, yeah. So the Galaxy Hopper there's nothing wrong with it. It's drinkable. I just think if you're going to call it a session IPA, that's where you might get some hits. I actually think that the Molson Canadian 67 session IPA had more hop flavor. It was just hop water, but I think it had more hop flavor. This has more flavor in general because that biscuitiness is something that you weren't getting from the Molson 67 session IPA. Yeah, you can just chug it in. There's almost no taste. I'd give it a 5 out of 10. Just straight up 5 out of 10. Super drinkable beer. No flavor. Again, it could be an older bottle. I don't know when Galaxy Hopper was made. Could be the Galaxy hops faded, and that's why all I'm getting is a tinge of bitterness in the background and just that biscuitiness. But it is a very nice beer in the fact that it is a light beer that you can just, it's very quaffable. It's a very quaffable light beer. So that 5 out of 10 isn't going with taste per se because there's nothing wrong with it other than the fact that it doesn't taste like any session IPA I've had. I mean, Detour, Cruiser, fuck, what's the new one from GLB? I can't even remember. There's just so many of them out there that I can't even remember them all. I've had hundreds, well not hundreds, but I've had probably like 40 or 50 fucking session IPAs now. And like I said, this one's probably the most tasteless of all the session IPAs I've had. However, as a beer, anyone could drink it. If your dad likes Coors Light, he could fucking chug this stuff down. If he says he can't, he's lying to you. But yeah, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye. I guess it's morning. I shouldn't say. No. There might be a guy with the same color hair as me. I would say I'm an alcoholic because I got off third shift and I'm drinking at this time because the sun is starting to come up. Oh, I can't talk about that. Bye.